Hello, my beautiful beings of light, dark, and everything in between. It is reading time. Okay, collective read, grab a snack. You know how it is by now. These readings usually go for about an hour. Half an hour to an hour. We'll see. I've been drawn to get a whole bunch of different cards today. This is a very different message. So usually I would do a you versus them if I'm drawn to it, or see where I'm heading, but I really feel like this is for my spiritual people really doing the work. I feel like there's some sort of realization, grief, but the grief of an acceptance. There's a lot of mixed energy going on, so I'm just going to let the universe speak. All right, so which deck do I want to use first? Okay, the Sacred Oracle. Let's have a look at this collective's current energy just to make sure this is your reading. Collective's current energy, please. I just saw the word empowerment and the color yellow. I don't feel like that's how you feel though. I don't feel that you feel empowered currently. What's this current energy for this collective, please? One more time. If it's not out in this one, it's the wrong deck, and I'll use okay. Chaos and change. You're really over it, you're sick of it, you're wanting a change, you want to take a stand. And I really feel that your spirit team, your guides, are also in the same boat. They're watching you and they're watching how much you're resisting this change. Dragonflies are a sign. I'm seeing there's just this divine intervention that's come in, but it may not actually be physical. It may be more emotional at this time. Happiness in reverse, stillness in reverse. You're definitely in this fight or flight energy. And I'm hearing that it slips out of control. Okay. But it doesn't truly make you happy. Something doesn't truly make you happy. It's got a mask. Like it looks shiny, but it doesn't truly make you happy. I'll unpack that a little bit more. We'll just get one more for the road, please. This collective energy. Oh, too many. Retreat, sanctuary, and renewal, all in reverse. Okay. It's like your resting period isn't quite resting. Your mind is still quite frantic. There's a lot of internal things happening at the moment for you. I'm seeing happiness, retreat, sanctuary, renewal, stillness, all in reverse. Chaos and change. Yeah. Oh. Are you okay? Fuck. Okay. Transmutation. at the bottom of the deck, and I just saw the Magician as well in my mind's eye. Phoenix rising from the ashes. Okay, so that is currently what's happening at the moment for this collective. If you don't feel like you're an emotional wreck right now, struggling to keep everything together, then this is not your reading. I'm feeling a great amount of sadness in the heart space and solar plexus. That it's like you've been clinging onto things so tightly to make things work, and externally, look, it's been working out just fine, but when it comes to you and your cup, yourself, you are just internally in this chaos energy, and you're sorting it and figuring out, and it's just, you're really being called to just release it. Really transmute that energy, release it. It no longer serves you, because that chaotic energy that is inside, it has been, I was going to say is starting to, but has been kind of leaching out of you, and affecting people, places, things around you. Okay? And I've just heard the word guilty, like you feel guilty for not having it all together. But are you asking for help? And if you are they listening? Just notice that energy and then do something about that, okay? Because that's obviously what needs to change. Because you're taking everything on board in your heart space, and it's just out of control, like what I heard earlier. Your happiness isn't true happiness. It's like your happiness is like, okay, I'm going to go fill up my own cup now, and now I'm going to go and do this. You schedule in you're filling your own cup, which is great that you're even doing that and making sure that you're filling your own cup. But it's like you get to a point where you're like, okay, I'm doing this too much. I have to stop now. And you still have this underlying guilt of resting. Okay. I want to get these displeasure. This is my Aboriginal oracle. This is about feelings. Please get some confirmation on how this collective is feeling. How's this collective feeling? Okay. Wow. And these are on the side. So there's this disbelief and then there's accepting. Right? Disbelief, accepting. You're on the fence. One day you're like, you know what, I just got to let it be, let it go, let it be, do the things. I trust the universe and divine timing, blah, blah, blah. And then other times it's like, I need to take a stand and do this. You're seesawing between the two. And then we have sorrowful and delightful, which is interesting because I was hearing empowerment before, but I did not feel that whatsoever. I felt really sad in the heart space, and even my eyes, like you can see it. I feel like in this energy of this collective of just, not right now. You know what I mean? You're definitely going into some sort of period of grief, but I want to know what this grief is. I really feel it's a grief of acceptance. I really do. Sorrowful acceptance. Insight. Like you're really starting to look at the bigger picture, look at yourself, look at your own reflection. You're noticing patterns around you from people, places, things, repetitive patterns, and you're going, mirroring, that's also me, you know. And you might be blaming other people's places or things, people, places or things, and then realizing with this insightful at the bottom of the deck, and then realizing, hang on, I do that too. Okay. You're look, at least you're noticing the patterns, all right? But you need to do something about it. It's all well and good saying something, like knowing, but you need to do something about it. I'm just so frozen. Let it go. Okay. I want to keep these here. Let's get some elements. With magic. Alright. Change. Just changed. Change the chaos. I've obviously turned these around for a reason. Change the chaos. And what's interesting is I've moved this around, right? This lightning bolt, right? This, I don't know if you can see that. This is what I was seeing as your guides, protecting you, throwing this divine intervention emotionally, this lightning bolt, and transmuting that into this dragonfly. Changing the patterns of the past is what I just heard as well. Okay, change. Strength and synergy. I really feel like this is about releasing the control, surrendering to Mother Earth, going into Earth energy, grounding out your energy, getting out of the mind and into the dirt, right? Allowing just this sense of relief to come over you, allowing Mother Earth to take that away from you, because you are constantly having this, like I said earlier, like this mask. Could be external, right? This thing that brings you joy has a mask, but you too have been masking. You may seem like you've got it all together and you're this strong pillar and all of this, but like I said, on the inside, chaos, all right? Very emotionally unstable. It's like you're so emotionally mature, but then there's moments of like, okay, too much, you know? So I'm hearing surrender to the earth energy. Chaos. Vulnerability in reverse. Like I said, with moving mountains, you're constantly being this pillar, and like, I think what you need to look at within your healing journey and shadow work is, why are you afraid to be vulnerable? Oh. Release in reverse under stillness. Oh my god. So, this book collecting. So, with that and unpacking and shadow work, I'm just going to put this aside for a second, and going, why are you afraid? Why do you feel guilty to be vulnerable? Okay, unpack that. But there's also the little side quests of, do you feel safe enough to be vulnerable? Okay. And then there's little side quests on that going, well, are you not feeling safe to be vulnerable because of you still in fight or flight mode from when you were younger? And it's like you won't allow yourself to feel safe enough because you have had to do it for so long. Be this pillar, this strength. Maybe you were the one who were the negotiator in regards to your parental dynamic. You were always the negotiator, you know, trying to keep the balance in the house, that type of thing. Are you still doing that today? Okay. Because it's not to say that the masculine energy that's around you to keep you safe isn't actually safe. Like, they could very well be providing this safety for you. But are you allowing yourself to step into that and be vulnerable? There's a difference. Are you willing to step into that bubble and allow yourself to soften and allow them to take control when you've clearly been in control for quite some time? But look at what it's doing to you. That's not healthy. Over time, it builds resentment, insecurity, fear, right? You could even have gut issues, health issues, right? You could have digestion issues, even down to, I know this sounds like what the heck, but constipation, bowel issues, things like that. That is the base of control, okay? It's a toxic energy, okay? And it is manifesting in your physical body for this collective, like in whatever area it is. It could be one, it could be all of them, okay? But just notice, are you having gut issues lately? Are you a little bit more swollen? Are you a bit constipated? Are you having digestion issues? Are you being drawn to have more fruit and veg? Have you been drawn to divulge and go into comfort foods a bit more? Have you been a little bit more sad? What is your coping mechanisms? I'm seeing the devil card come through as well. Have you been going through some sort of addiction? Whether it's even the addiction of scrolling through your phone, mindlessly scrolling, right? Doesn't have to be substance, okay? There's all different types of addictions. Even personality is also an addiction, right? You have an addictive personality. But this here is, there's some sort of coping mechanism you're doing because you're ignoring it. You're not accepting. There's this with acceptance and disbelief. You're going through, I know that this is an issue. Internally, externally, I'm recognizing patterns. But are you actually physically doing something about that? No. Okay. So I can see that I'm just hearing that you may have been working on your feminine for a little while now and going, I'm scheduling in time that I need to look after myself, okay? But then you're making it like, okay, now I'm looking after myself too much, guilt kicks in. No. Just go with how your body's feeling. Do you feel you can do this right now? Cool. Then do that. Okay? If you feel you can't, it's okay. It's not for you in that moment. Okay? If you want to put 100% into everything, well, you're going to fill up your cup to be 100%. You can't just, you know, top yourself up a little bit and then keep going. Recharge. Rest. Hydrate. Okay? It's not just releasing control. It's releasing this grief and accepting some things around you, accepting who you are and that you're not perfect, and the people, places, and things around you aren't perfect either. Things are going to fall apart, and they will also rebuild. Okay? And you're not going to be 100% every single day. And that is okay. Happiness in reverse. Fog. You could feel like you're going through a bit of a brain fog at the moment, have a little bit of tension around your head, your ears, your third eye, crown area. But being in reverse, something's clearing. Especially with this, when I was seeing the transmutation. You're in the middle of it. You're right in the middle of it, okay? Renewal, retreat. Yeah, I just know that it's so common. Wake up call, the tsunami, emotional. I just know that with every single time that everything's like, oh, just around the corner, boom. Okay, just around the corner, it's the Phoenix rising. Invocation in reverse. Okay. Now is the time to get into your spiritual practices of self. Okay? Not for others. If you prayer, meditation, spiritual baths, sound baths, yoga, therapy, counseling, whatever it is, now is your church. Whatever you do, now is your time to do those spiritual practices for yourself, not for others. I just saw someone have like a little pocket deck in their handbag, and like they go to a cafe and catch up with a friend for coffee, and they're like, oh, and then you just pull out the deck of cards and you just start divinating for them. That's so funny. You could be that type of person. Just want to help, right? All right. Elemental. You know what? Actually, I want to get how your angels and ancestors see you. How do your angels and ancestors see you? I just felt this, it's very, yeah. Oh, what the heck? I mean, you could be tired, but I was just feeling this laugh, like a deep chuckle laugh, and it wanted to come up. And then I was doing that and I could feel the yawn come up. So it's possible that you have been just missing this absolute laughing fit energy. Maybe you haven't had that for quite some time, but that is there. I asked, how do your angels and ancestors see you? And, I feel like it again. What? Oh, sorry, I'm never like this. Look, I'm like, are you okay? Are you tired? You just want to have some fun. You could be a very hilarious, have this very, I did say addictive personality. You can have a very funny type of energy, little personality. I see you, this childlike. Moving in a new direction, open to healing information. Okay, when I see this, I'm seeing someone receive the information, right? Open to healing. Medicine guardian. Moving, I'm seeing you receive guidance and just go, you know what? Yeah. Okay. And then you start taking the little steps. I'm not seeing you dive right in and start sprinting. I'm just seeing you listen and observe and then start to implement information. Being open to healing information. With the flower of life, they're always here. Everything is connected. And I feel like you could be listening to any of those health issues that you might be having, headaches, blah, blah, blah. And instead of procrastinating, there could be this acceptance. Like I said before, you're working on the disbelief to acceptance. The bird just confirmation. You're working on this acceptance and going, okay, well, it's time for me to eat certain foods, take certain supplements, see certain doctors, book in the appointment, whatever it is. Like, it's time. You're actually just starting to do something, right? You're not alone. White feathers could be a sign at the moment. So dragonflies and white feathers. How do see your angels and ancestors see you? You're very knowledgeable too. But whether you actually do that for yourself, that's what you're being called to do. Take action for yourself. Hyper-dependent? Hyper-vigilant? Hyper-dependent. Hyper-dependent. What's hyper? Is that even a word? Hyper-dependent. Extreme trauma-driven refusal to rely on others. It is a coping mechanism characterized by refusing help, total self-reliance, and deep mistrust. If you actually meant hyperdependency and extreme reliance on others for emotional or basic survival needs, hyper-independence. That's what I was talking about with actually having a look at, okay, do I feel safe enough to heal? But do you allow yourself to feel safe enough? Because you clearly don't trust. Wow. Be graceful in movement and action. I just heard duality, baby. That's random. But, oh yeah, there's a yin-yang symbol there. These birds are going nuts right now. But the balance of the internal, external, like we were saying, overworking, not paying attention to your own emotions. There's a mask. Okay. Trust in the higher forces in reverse, not fully taking leaps of faith, not fully trusting. You have little bouts of, trust the universe, timing. And then you're like, oh my God, when's it going to happen, right? I need it to be done at this time. You keep fluctuating. You will find that at the moment, the universe would be showing you some sort of test in regards to time, control of time, things needing a deadline, things like that. Okay? And this collective, your energy would be going, okay, it's due at this time. If you get a chance, if it's all going to be done, it'll all be done. If it doesn't get done, it's okay. Oh my God, it's coming. I need to have time. There's no time. There'd be something in regards to time and discipline and all of that when your trust happening. Okay, remember, it doesn't need to be perfect all the time. Okay. Sorry. Internal, external. Noticing the internal. Knowing and then taking action. That's what I was going to say next, because movement and action. There's knowing something and then doing something about it. So when someone says to you and gives you advice, someone is trying to help you, right? And they're going, would you consider doing this, this, and this to benefit you? Like they're giving you the advice and you're just going, oh yeah, straight over their head. And then you feel guilty because it's gone straight over your head. But the reason why it's going straight over your head is because you know that's exactly what you should be doing, but you're ignoring it. Okay? Stubborn ass. One more, please. How are your guides and ancestors seeing you? Be brave and honest. Trust in the unknown. This looks like the same person. I just heard Mother Maiden Crone, all parts of you as well. Trust in the unknown. Trust yourself. Trust that it's all going to be okay. Trust that even if it doesn't work out, that you're still going to be there for yourself anyway. You're the one who's going to pick yourself up. And I really do feel like there is a team around you. You just don't trust it, whether you want to admit that or not. Okay? Might be a bit of a hard pill to swallow. Be the light. I don't know why I feel icky about that. Like, let your wings down. Stop the fight or flight. It's like you want to stop being the light. Like sometimes you're just like, I'm so sick of all this love and light shit. So sick of being graceful. Right? Like there's this, with that resentment that I was feeling before, there might be this energy that you just really want to scream and shout and carry on. Noticing my throat chakra start to I think this reading's going to go for much longer. Any advice moving forward, please? Advice moving forward, please. I have allergies lately as well, I just said. Passion. Look at this. This is giving a bit of a union energy, actually. Let your wings down and allow others, these birds, allow others to cradle you in theirs. That sounds beautiful. Advice moving forward. Okay, Sekhmet. Yes, I love Sekhmet. Protection, you could be working, like I said, with your spiritual practices. Washing your hair, getting your hair done, taking care of your crown. Noticing when your third eye or throat is a little bit scratchy, itchy, whatever. Foggy, there's focus in reverse came out here. Work on your protection to help clear your fog, okay? Because other energies are just starting to leach in from other people's places and things around you, and it's just not yours to hold. So when I said do whatever spiritual practices you do, go to church, get a massage, do that. Ra as well, order in reverse. Yeah, no more control. No more control. Allow others to take care of you. You are divinely protected already, okay? But filling up your own cup, topping up your own energy instead of doing these things for others. I'm not saying altogether, okay? But focus a little bit more, focus in reverse, focus a little bit more on your own protection because it will help you bring clarity, okay? It will help balance your third eye. Stop trying to control. You'll be having a test of time at the moment. Gratitude. You may be harvesting flowers. Pardon me. You may be harvesting flowers, side note, when you walk, but pardon me. What I'm seeing is that your guides are giving you little gifts. White feathers, dragonflies, flowers. Your guides are giving you little gifts to be like, you're on the right path, okay? Don't give up. Release the control, just trust. And I feel like for this collective, you do find the beauty in the littlest of things. Okay, you have this beautiful nurturing energy. And then on the other side of you, you're just so like, alright. Fertility, new beginnings, growth. Beautiful. flowers as well, again. Yeah, you have such a motherly, nurturing energy for others, and it's like, I'm just hearing one of your guides just be like, we're trying to give you opportunities to balance yourself, to take care of yourself, and your own guilt and what was it, hyper-dependence, stops you from going into that next level. All right. Rest underneath it. Look, look, look. All right, my lovely collective. I feel the third eye and throat, so I'm actually going to call it there. I hope you have a beautiful day, night, evening, morning, afternoon, wherever you are. Take care, much love. Drink your water, rest, and we'll chat soon. Bye.